Okay, so I've never done this before, but we're going to go about doing this anyways. So there have been some issues with the economy and jobs and whatnot, and people being able to keep their jobs and so on and so forth, and I can relate to this because here quite recently I have become single. I'm a single mom. I live in a household with 2 children and my mom. My mom and I are trying to pay our bills together, but it's been kind of hard because even though I went through a temp agency to find a job, it seems that no matter how hard you work, working for a temp agency, you cannot keep your job regardless of how good of an employee you are. So what those all boils down to is within a 6-month period, I personally have been laid off at least 4 to 5 times through the same company. Makes it kind of hard for you to pay your bills, make sure that you keep your kids and a place to live. You wonder why all these homeless people are standing on the streets. Well, it makes you wonder, were they in the same position that I'm in at one point in time? So here we are. I'm sitting in my house. It's been almost 2 weeks now, and I don't have a job. Trying my hardest to find a job, but I'm sick of going through temp agencies. So this last time they laid me off, I told them that I couldn't do it. I can no longer continue to go through and have a job for a month and a half and then be laid off for 2 weeks, and it takes me a month to get paid again. That makes it to where my landlord doesn't want anything to do with me living here, or my bills are having disconnect notices. So, is there going to be anything done about the job market? Is there going to be anything done about temp agencies? Once again, with temp agencies, they have a history of taking half your income that the company that you work for, or should you say that you work for through them, is willing to pay you. So you may only get a $9 paycheck an hour, but they're making at least $14, $15 off of you being there. So they're making a $6, $5, $6, $7 difference in them hiring you and keeping you employed with them. Did it change that when your children were sick or you were sick, it was more important to take care of yourself and your family, and the job would be there regardless because they knew how hard of a work you were? When did that change that nobody understood that? Why does no one care anymore? Why is this world so insensitive? Why do people just not care about anybody but themselves? I find that it's hard to care about anybody else but myself because I've been burnt so many times, because I've helped so many people out and I've done so many things, and I thought that if I was a good person that it would come around and it would reward me somewhere in the end, but so far it hasn't. So the question is, what do you do? Do you wait around for someone to decide that they're going to do something about it? Or do you try to do something yourself? Probably the reason why I'm going ahead and making this video. So, I don't know. I guess if anybody else is out there that's like me, that's tired of working for temp agencies, that wants a job of their own, that wants stability, that wants to know that they have a career, that wants to know that they can do something with themselves. It shouldn't matter whether or not you have a GED or you graduate in most jobs, but apparently it does. You have to have a GED or a high school diploma in order to work at Burger King. I mean, really, seriously, let's be honest with each other. Do you need to know algebra to flip a fucking burger? I don't think so. So, I mean, what do we do?